Doug, back with you on Friday. We finally made it to the end of the week. We've got the weekend ahead. We hope you've got some fun things planned. Yesterday, we showed you the current condition of Menifee City Hall and some of the overcrowding issues that they have there. Got a couple of numbers for you just to follow up on that. The original building there is 9,700 square feet, and they had to bring in three mobile buildings to get up to 13,000 square feet, and that's still not nearly enough. Their lease, which is 238,000 a year, is up this month. So they really needed to find somewhere, and it wasn't easy finding a place that was already built to move into. But they found this a building that was designed as a medical office building just down the street on Hahn Road, and it is 24,000 square feet, so nearly double what they have now to handle all of the demands that are coming in from the public in a growing city. They signed a 10-year lease on that building, and first year's rent is a reported $504,000 a year, so it's a little bit expensive, and they had to put some money into some upgrades. But we think you'll see on our little tour here that it was well worth it for them to customize this into a city hall that a city of almost 100,000 deserves. So we're going to go back out to Kristen, and Tommy was there with Armando Villa, the city manager, and Jeff Wyman, the assistant city manager, to take a look at the new city hall. Here we go.
So here we are at the new city hall, which is just being completed right down the street on Hahn Road, which will give the staff the room that they need to operate more efficiently. Okay.
So this area here, we wanted to create something special. It was supposed to be parking spaces, and we just didn't feel that it was right to have somebody park in here and then have an entrance. We wanted to create a small public space here where people can gather before they go into City Hall, before a city council meeting, before having meetings with our planners or engineers, and we thought we'd do a nice little feature here, and then we need to have our nice, California flag and your flag. This will be a future conference room for a variety of meetings in here, with access to what would be the future City Hall, City Council chambers. We are still waiting for them to build us a nice little dais here, which will wrap around here. Council members will face this way during council meetings. And one of the things we're trying to do here is really trying to condition this room to be a true multi-purpose room. So that when we're having meetings with the city council meetings, people can face this way, and then when we need to use the building for another purpose, then we can face chairs that way and be able to capitalize on all the space here for a variety of meetings, community meetings, facility meetings.
Where's the press room?
Right there.
Oh, that whole thing's the
Look
press
at
room?
that beautiful thing right there.
So this was designed for the press in mind. So we thought that
It better have
sometimes
lots of plugins.
yeah. So we have the ability to have somebody
And a vending
be
machine
here with
and
a
a coffee.
computer, be able to view the city council meeting, and then we'll be able to
Nice.
watch the meeting.
You'll see that we've tried one of our goals, because even though we're moving into a larger building, we still are going to fill this building up pretty much on day one.
Yeah.
So one of our goals is still, and we told this to our architect that helped design the layouts, is that we need to maximize every inch in every space that we can. So here, as you saw in the old city hall, and as Armando had mentioned, this will still be somewhat of a multi-purpose room. It'll be our council chambers, most importantly, but we will be able to hold training and other type of meetings here if needed for a larger room.
So now this is a building that you are leasing that originally was planned just more of a generic office
Yes.
building, right? So then you had to come in and give them specific instructions on how you wanted it customized, right?
Right, and we didn't really have the ability. It was probably already halfway up when we first started negotiations with the owners. So there were some portions of it that were already laid out and planned out and that weren't able to move. Some of the main walkway over here, some of the downstairs bathrooms, and so we had to design our layout around that. So if you came in the front doors, the main doors, this would be the main entrance hallway.
So you would be when you come here, you will be received by a receptionist, and he or she will direct you to administration or directly over to our planning department, building department, receptionist, and take care of all the customer service needs for the public. Everything else was designed around this area here.
Goodness. Ah, like Christmas, huh?
You know, one of our primary complaints from the development community was the efficiency of how our plants move about the plant checking process.
Sure.
And the fact that everything's so crammed, we lose plans and plans get misplaced. So this was really designed to be a one-stop shop. So if you needed to get a building permit for a track map, planning, engineering, you can all do it here. You will be able to be taken care of by technicians that are going to be there facing you all the time. This will be our planning technicians, our engineering technicians, our fire technicians, our building technicians, and
Our cashiers.
cashier. So this will be a truly one-stop shop. And then behind these cubicles will be the assistant planners, the assistant engineers, and then behind that will be the senior level people, and then back in the walls will be the directors. So really has been designed to allow communication back and forth, so that we can expedite plan processing, you know, make it more expeditious. So our intention is to develop a electronically technology that, you know, if you wanted to see a planner, you would register at the front, sign up,
Your number would come up.
and by the time you walk in here, they're waiting for you. This whole concept and design has been done with the intent of substantially cutting the processing time of plants. You know, we still have to test it, of course.
What's your goal?
Yeah, what you see here is 1/3 of the plan of attack. The other plan of attack is to add technology, you know, electronic processing, software to be able to allow us to communicate better and process the plans faster. And then the third component will be adding staff. And we have added, as you can see, we've added a number of key staff people in planning and building and engineering to just deal with the sheer volume of work. So those three things are going to be key for us to be watching, you know, over the next 3 months or the next 6 months. We're going to be making sure that the complaints are minimized and that the processing times are reduced.
Hey, people are going to ask, how much is all this costing? How can you afford to do this? This has been in the budget for this current year, anticipating this, or what?
I'll let you answer that, because it was a project.
Yes, we budgeted and we brought the information to the city council and got approval for it to be able to lease this site, to be able to bring in the workstations that are here and all the items that are necessary to fit this city hall for the purposes that we need to be able to be efficient, to be able to serve the residents and the public as necessary.
So these workstations are
How nice.
and I want to point something out to you. Look at this.
They're wide.
Look, they're nice and wide.
To roll out a
So they
plan?
can roll out a plan.
Look
and be
at,
able to
even
plan
this
check
rolls
it,
out.
you know?
Yeah.
You could take it with them, huh?
And then because we were limited in space, we chose these little, so that if you
Dual
wanted to
purpose.
have somebody visit you and talk to you about an issue, you
Oh,
can
they
sit
can
down in
sit
here.
on there.
And
Yeah.
so we have a little mini conference room.
Oh,
Ah.
that's a great idea.
These
So, and
cubicles
all
are like
these
3
have
times the
been
size of the other
pretty
one.
much
Right.
the same, designed to make sure that we have enough area here so that they can spread plans, do their work in the computer, and store some of the books in here. Plenty of natural light coming in.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Just go this real quick and then we'll go back. So each department has their own reception area for their administrative staff.
Oh, good
So
idea.
administrative assistant's desk, and then more workers, and then there's an office for the division manager, and then there's an office for the department director.
I can see how hard your job would be bringing someone on as a new staffer to that old place and trying to sell them on the city. Come work for me over there. And now you can say, it must have been a big challenge.
Well, it became a challenge when we were recruiting engineers and planners and just professional people to be able to convince them that, they needed to move from where they're at to come work for us because we're an exciting city, but then they're going to be in a trailer.
Right.
So it became a real
Hurts
challenge
morale
for us,
sometimes to be
So
stuck
this
like
will
that.
be,
Yeah.
these are actually more sturdy.
Oh, nice.
Where they can, file plans in here.
Right.
I'm really excited about this area here because, of course, we were limited by space, but this will be the traffic central operations center. And pretty soon here, we're gonna have cameras in just about every intersection. And our traffic engineer is gonna sit here, and he will be able to assess traffic conditions all over the city by looking at, there'll be probably 30 windows in here, 30 intersections. We're gonna
Awesome.
probably add more TVs in here, but they'll have access to all the cameras for all the city intersections in here. So if we're experiencing backups, then he can go on his computer, tweak the lighting,
Light time.
the lighting timing, and then make the traffic flow better. Let's go upstairs. These are a series of floater offices that are going to be used by our city attorney and some consulting executives. They're not really big, and these are going to be offices for if city council chooses to use one of these offices, so they can come in and have meetings
Spread
with
out.
the constituents.
Oh, how nice. Oh, they're
A
gonna
real break
love
room.
it.
Yay, the best
Oh.
So, this morning somebody was overcooking a bagel and the whole city smelled it. The city hall smelled it. I guess somebody's
That's
gonna
great.
Well, this will be properly ventilated so that if somebody's trying to heat up their lunch, then it
Yeah.
doesn't travel throughout City Hall. And then, since we're adding more people, there's plenty of storage space for their food, coffee, microwaves, and, if you wanna take your break and you wanna relax, you can come here and we'll probably have a TV here.
Yeah.
And they can watch TV while they enjoy their lunch hour. And
Medium-sized conference room. One of the things that we were lacking in the other city hall was a place to have meetings, have conference rooms. So here we have 2 large conference rooms, one upstairs, one down. We have, I think, 3 or 4 medium-sized conference rooms, this being one of them. And then we also have one small, we'll see it, it's a tiny small one, just for a couple people, 2-3 people to be able to meet.
Just maybe add into the system.
This is our IT data.
Hey, hi guys. Wow, look at that.
Michelle, our IT
Hello.
expert.
Yeah.
And this the area was basically specially designed to deal with the heat that's generated from all the server. We got 2 special AC units, but from here we can control all the computers, all the telephones, all the email, everything, just about everything. And also we have special firewalls to be able to prevent people from coming in and hacking us. This will be our economic development area. I think we have four workstations in there. Economic development storage. This is economic development director. This is Gina's office.
Ah.
Yeah. As you know, we have a lot of critical confidential city records
Yeah.
that we need to preserve forever. This is the area where we're going to keep them, title reports and what have you. This room is conditioned to be fire rated, fire suppressant. It'll be locked, limited access to anyone. This is where we keep most of our secrets. The city manager's office.
So the corner over here.
Nothing different about it. The only thing different is we needed an executive conference room.
Sure.
So this will be where we host a variety of meetings with the public, with the development community, with city council members, with just where we conduct business. So same technology that will be used for a TV, and be able to connect data and access data. Nice windows.
Yeah.
It is a suite. It's,
I think that's the city manager's office.
that's right here.
Yes.
It is it?
This is the city manager's office.
Nice view.
So
Wow.
we're pretty excited. We're pretty excited.
Yeah.
I think this will allow people to have a little more elbow room. There's an expectation that we're going to be happier.
I was gonna say, staff is gonna have to be much more confident. Like, cause the location makes you feel more, like, okay, walking into this office compared to walking into the other office, I already feel like this is professional, this is business.
Yeah,
This is
It's a
right.
professional office building,
Yeah.
there's no doubt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, one of the things that I wasn't very comfortable with was, we're trying to sell an image. We're trying to sell the future. We're trying to, when we meet with developers, we're trying to tell them or ask them to uphold a certain standard. And I couldn't back it up, right? Because we have an unpaid parking lot. We have trailers in the back. We have containers in the back. So it's really hypocritical for us to be able to push a certain standard and us not be able to meet the standard.
Yeah.
So this office here will allow us
Understandable.
to do that. And then we're actually meeting with. We're growing, and we need to be able to meet the expectations of the public, the development community, and as a city government of 100,000 people, we really need to set that foundation.
I feel like somebody just being a community member of Menifee, I would feel more confident in you. If I was like, okay, I want a permit and I went into that building, I'm like, okay, it's lost. I don't even know what's gonna happen. Maybe they'll call me back. That's how I would feel. But if I came into here, I would feel like, yeah, you're respecting me. I'm respecting you. This is gonna get done. I would trust. I think I would have a lot of
Never saw it
trust.
that way, but
in-
it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, just as a normal bystander, that's how I would feel.
Well, our brand is new, better, best, and our goal is to live up to that.
Well, we hope that tour gave you some idea of the resources that are now going to be available to residents to go in and ask for help from city employees, staff members. They will be a lot more prepared and able to do that. So we hope you enjoyed these 2 days of kind of a behind-the-scenes look at Menifee City Hall. We'll let you go off and enjoy your weekend now, and we will be back on Monday with another episode of Good Morning Menifee.